Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here with another idea, kind of a create with me. I can't remember, a couple of years ago I saw a video of someone making these out of packing paper, and I thought I would revisit it, but I can't remember who I saw it from. So if anybody knows who originally did these, write a comment below. I just don't remember. But I must have thought it was a fabulous idea because I made a couple of them. Anyways, so I thought I would revisit this and show you how I did it. Now it does require packing paper, which I think when she showed how she did it, her packing paper was all rumpled up. But if you guys have followed me at all, you know that if I see a brown piece of paper, I won't let anybody throw it out. And I will stand at my dining room table and straighten it all out and, and refold it all. And I use this for packing. I use it for my journal pages. I will cut it down to size. I use it for everything. So anyways, these are just the cutest little, watch, and envelopes. Look at this. Is that cute or what? And depending on how tightly you scrunch it is going to give you the different size. Okay, so this one, I kind of struggled with the tie on this. This was an easy one to figure out, but this one was like, how am I going to get it? So I don't know. So anyways, but it works. Anyways, this one is just a little bigger, and I just thought it was just the most fabulous idea. So I think I did it this way and then just tied a bow here. Anyways, so I thought we would revisit it. It's really pretty simple, and I thought it would be a nice idea for you to add to your journals. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. And basically, packing paper comes in different sizes. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a couple of other ones that I have folded in my box, and I'll show you. Okay, so these are some that I just pulled out of my box, and my box is like really full. So these seem to be about the same size. Some of them are perforated and some of them are not. Let's see what we got. These all seem to be about the same size. Oh, here's a smaller one. This is huge. Look at this one, is like really huge. And this one is narrower, and just a little bit taller. So maybe what we'll do is we can do one of these and one of these. Try it. Okay, so I usually don't use the first sheet, and this one, I don't know if this one is perforated. This one doesn't look like it's perforated. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this. I don't know if it'll fit in my cutter either. Oh yeah, it will. So I'm just going to cut the end off. And it doesn't need to be straight, but because it's ripped, I don't really want a ripped edge up there. There. And I don't know how long we want to make it. Just maybe like that. Get rid of this piece. And then I know this one is perforated, so I think I can just tear it off here. And I think when I saw the original video, whoever did it, she had some long ways and some sideways. So I think I just hit my camera. Just a minute, let me fix it. Okay, I think I got it back to normal. Sorry about that. It was, I'm rearranging my craft studio, so I've got a couple of different camera holders and I've got to find out which one works best. The way I rearranged it, I don't have a place to put either one of them where they're not connected to my table, so every move I make could shake the camera. I have to figure out a better way, but for now, this will have to do. Okay, so we've got our two different pieces of paper, and like I said, the girl that originally did this did them a couple different directions, so I think we're going to try that. So basically, when you get the papers, oh, let me pull my chair in just a minute. When you get packing paper like this, it's usually just all crumpled up, you know, like that, you know. So let's do it. I'm trying to think of how we can make it this way. I think that'll work. So basically you just crumple it again. Just crumple it like this. You're kind of fanning it, but you're crumpling it up together like this. And then what's going to happen is you're going to fold this. What I do is I just take a glue stick, okay? And what I want is I don't want these edges to be out, so I will usually just put a little glue right along here so that I can just stick it down, okay? And the same with this one. And I just stick it, I don't try to fold it nice, I just want to kind of stick it in so I don't have an edge right here. Then we want to scrunch. And depending on how wide you want your envelope, I usually look at my craft mat because I want it to be about like 5 inches or less, because that's what my journals are, pages are 5.5 inches unless I make a custom journal, but most of them are 5.5 inches wide. So I want it to be 5 inches or less so it can go in a belly band or it can go in a tuck, or I can put it on a page by itself, but it won't be any wider. So looking at, you know, if I go from, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so, you know, it's got to kind of stay in here. So that's what I look for. So I just scrunch it up, and then I will kind of glue the pages a little bit to try to stick them together, you know, different directions. Really, it's I just stick edges together. I'm just trying to bring it together a little bit. And like I said, I like them a little tighter, but if you want them longer, you can have them, just do them longer. They can be wider. No rhyme or reason really, just other than for me, I'm just trying to get it kind of tight. Okay, so we want to look at this and figure out if we're within our 5 inches. So we've got, if this is an edge, we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just has to fit in there, and it does, okay? So the next thing is I want to fold this up, kind of holding my folds, okay, and make the bottom part of my envelope like this. And really, you don't want to straighten out this bottom because it'll totally take away from what you just did in terms of gluing the things down. And then you want to fold this part down. This will be your fold over part. So just put your hand in there, or what you can do, where did I put my ruler? Oh, I moved it. You can just put your ruler right here, and here's your edge. So I would put my ruler just above that and maybe fold this down and in like this. Then if you pull your ruler out, you've got a fold. Okay, so how easy is that? Then what I do is I go over to my sewing machine, okay? If you can see this, and I think I zigzagged this one on the top, but I go ahead and sew this right here, this edge right here. Then when it's down, I sew all along these edges right here. Okay, so I'm going to sew this edge first, and then I'm going to go, like up, over, down, over, and back up again. But that's how I do to sew it, and it holds it in place perfect. And it really makes a nice kind of a formed edge a little bit. I mean, they're a little bit off, but that's the beauty of this design. So let's go ahead and see if we can do something with this other sheet so that I can take them over to the sewing machine together. What if I do it? Let me see how many inches this is. Let's see. So right now this is about 12 inches by about 12 by 12, so it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And the tighter you do it, the closer your scrunches will be together when you start to open it a little, like this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on this edge right here. Just to fold it over. You see, I'm just kind of haphazardly putting glue in there to bring it all together. You can do this and just bring this in and hope it grabs a little. Bring this in. And I think we are, if we do this, I think we are within our 5 inches. I want to glue this edge down. So I can only go like to here, so we've got to make sure that this part gets folded in. This is kind of a flat piece. I want that to get folded up a little bit. You know, I mean, I want this side to be scrunched as well. Okay. Then depending on how wide we want it, we can open it up a little bit, whatever. I'm not happy that this is not, I don't want a big flat spot in the middle particularly. Okay, so I think I'm going to open it just to about there and then try to flatten it. And if you notice, I'm just kind of trying to flatten it and pull it so that, you know, we have as straight of an edge as you can get, because it usually gets pretty lopsided. Then we're going to go ahead and fold this side up. And again, we just want these to be crumpled up together here. Okay. And then use our ruler, put it just up past this, and bring this side down. Okay, here's our envelope. Okay, we can actually pull this out just a little bit because I've got my sides. Let's see how wide this one is. Well, they ended up being close to the same size, but not exactly. And one is a little shorter than the other. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the sewing machine and sew them, and then we'll come back and decorate them and see how they turn out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished sewing, and I kind of alternated zigzag and straight stitch. So we've got one that looks like this, because I did the zigzag here, straight stitch, and then I did some zigzag and straight, kind of alternated on that. And this one I did kind of the same. I did straight stitch at the bottom, zigzag at the top, and so this is what we have. So we've got really cute little envelope pockets. Anyways, now it's time to decorate. So I was working on something with Joey Cardmaker's digitals. He has some freebie digitals that I think he calls them the collage papers that go with kits that he has in his Etsy shop, and these are papers and that go with his kits. So I thought we might be able to use some of these. If you notice, I did just kind of some trim, a little collage-y type thing. I don't know, something like that. So I kind of thought we could maybe, these are ones I cut down, which are kind of cool, but let's see, that maybe we could use, since I did kind of a neutral or green and blue, I thought we could do maybe a purple and a pink. So do I have a pink sheet? Yes. So let's do I'm thinking that I could just do a pink trim. Here's my ruler that I cut so it's not straight. I don't know if you can see it, but I cut it with my X-Acto knife, so when you go to rip it, it goes zing. Anyways, I will replace it one day. But anyways, I thought, let me see how wide these are, like this. I don't necessarily want to go that wide. Let's do this, the pink one, okay? So I'll go ahead and measure, and we'll get a piece about like that. Okay. And I want some of these flowers in there. So I think I'm going to do a piece about, just a trim piece. Pretty. Okay, we'll do a trim piece right here with the pink. And I think if my camera keeps moving, so I hope I'm still in frame. When I tried to adjust it, I just messed it up. So I'm hoping to get through this video before I have to tighten it. So I want these flowers on here, so I'm going to go ahead and tear this little piece off right here. These are pretty fun to just decorate as well. I mean, come on. So I'm going to distress ink these with my vintage photo. I really want to get some oxide, distress oxides. I only have a couple. I think I have 3 or 4. 3. Looks like I have 3 on my set. Because you can do so many different things. I've been watching Louisa Heinzel do so many different things with oxides, her and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Really some unique ways to use them. The distress inks, they don't do the same things. And so I would like to get oxides, but you know, they're not cheap and I can't buy all of them. So I was wondering if anybody has a recommendation as to which would be the first to get to start with. And I know for a fact that I don't want to do like bright yellow, bright red, bright blues like Blue Lagoon, Mermaid Lagoon. I have an ink. I don't want to do that in a distress oxide, but I want ones that are that you can make like there's a rusty hinge I thought I would love to have, but maybe just a few others, maybe. So if I had 4 or 5 basics to start where I could practice some of their techniques with them, that it would be kind of nice. I'm going to use art glitter glue on this because it's all folded here. So I'm going to just, anyways, if you have a recommendation, put it in the comment box for me so I can look at it again. And I keep looking on Amazon. I have for weeks, ever since like Defember, and they did these really unique things with their with their oxides and water and mixing colors and made different effects. It was so cool. And I would like to try it, but I need to know where I should start. Like, anyways, so we're going to go ahead and put this here. And I'm kind of pushing it. I want the edges, you know, close to the edge, but I'm kind of pushing it to meet the wrinkles in the paper. And then I think I don't necessarily want to put the trim up here, because I'm thinking that I really liked this, and we could make one of those. I think I'll use my 2.5 inch, or excuse me, my 1.5 inch circle. That'll make a big one like that. I don't know if we need something that big, but if we want to get a design, we do. I'm going to look in here and see. Oh, that would be pretty, huh? Like that. It's going to get covered by a smaller circle though, so I'm wondering if I should use the scrap for the big circle. That'll give me the background. Okay, and then I want, okay, so I'm going to cut one the same size. Or, you know, I should have glued that onto there. I'm going to glue this on, and then I will, yes. Has my camera gone down too low? It keeps moving. Give me a minute. I'm going to straighten it and come right back. Okay. So I went ahead and glued this on here, and what I'm going to do is cut a smaller one as well. I don't know if I want to do this. I guess this size would be good, and I might be able to get a big enough flower on it. And I've come to believe that this stuff, I need to cut that off, throw it out, and I'll keep these for my scraps. So here we have flowers. Let's see what we can capture in this. Oh, that would be pretty. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because it's got the bud on it, and so I think I'm gonna do that one like that. Oh no, come on, you can do it. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim that out. I don't know why that didn't cut real well. I think that's gonna look pretty on there. Oh yes, maybe we do it this way, then when I put the brad in here, I can put the brad right there and we'll still have pink. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that right like that before I cut it out and poke the hole. So we want our pink to go all the way down here to the edge. Like that. Make sure I'm still on my circle. Okay, now we want to go ahead and cut this out. So I just need my bigger punch, and I should be able to just punch that. Okay, let's try it. I'm trying to just get it in there so that I go right around the edge of that circle. Looks good. Okay, so that gives us a good cardboard piece. Okay, I'm gonna maybe punch one more and glue it onto there, and maybe make it just a little heavier. So I think I'm going to glue that onto there. Yeah, I think that'll work. But I'm going to use my art glitter glue for that. Because it's cardstock. I hope my puppies don't get barking because I just heard a truck out front, and usually they're very stimulated by cars, lizards, trucks, whatever. Okay. I'm going to just press this down like this. Hopefully get all the edges glued good. Oh, pretty. Very pretty. Okay, I want to go ahead and distress the edges. And that's going to go on there. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And then we can decorate it more too. So I'm going to put that aside because we want to go ahead and do the purple one as well. Okay, so let's do the purple one. We'll get it to the same state as that. So we can move our pink papers out of the way. I want this, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the end of this off right here. Believe me, people, if you keep every little itty bitty scrap, trouble. I've learned the hard way that you just want to keep the good stuff. Okay. Otherwise, you'll just have a whole bunch of pieces of stuff. Okay, we want to do the purple, but I'm thinking that I don't want to do the purple flowers. What if we did the fleur-de-lis? Oh, they're not wide enough to go across, but we could do a purple Okay, I have an idea. We might layer this just to make it work. I've got way too many rulers out here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this because I think I'm going to use this striped one. And I don't want the distressing that Joey has already put on the sheet because I'm going to distress it and I want the distressing to match. Okay. So I'm thinking that if we put the striped right across the bottom and then put a row of the fleur-de-lis on there. So what I need to do is I need to first take this piece off, get rid of that distressing. When I was making pages out of his, he did a challenge where he gave you freebies, and I was making pages out of it. I left that on because I used them for, you know, the whole page was pretty much the same. But for what I'm doing right now, I don't want to have the distressing on there. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I think that'd be cool. Okay, so let's rip this right at the top because we are right at the bottom of this. So I think if we rip right at the very top, then it will match. Do you think? Okay, and then we want to take this one and rip this edge right here off. Okay. Oh, pretty. I wonder if we should make it a little narrower though. Or what if we put this on the, no, I like it down. I like it here. I'm going to make it a little narrower, so I'm going to end up cutting the bottom of these fleur-de-lis off, I think, so that so I can cut that down as well. So let's go right across maybe the bottom of these things here, whatever these are, the de-lis. I don't know what they are. They look like parentheses, like Sully's middle name. His name is Sully parentheses. I think I'm just going to make that a little smaller. That's fine. Oh, I like that though. Keep that. Okay, and that way I can cut this down as well. So purple to purple, I can actually take this much off. Okay. So this one we want to kind of center on here. Yes, I like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on with just my glue stick. Okay, so about 4 1/4, so I need 2 1/8. So the center should be right about there, somewhere, give or take, right about here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and distress this. I probably should have distressed this one as well, but I didn't. So it is what it is. I don't know if I could maybe do it like this. Yeah, we could just put a little bit on there. Okay, perfect. Only this one we're going to put on with the art glitter glue. I want to get it right over to the edge because I don't want this to come apart if somebody handles this envelope. I don't want this to come off or have the edges come up or anything. So try to get glue as close to the edge as I can. Okay, I'm loving it. Put that right there. Oh, I like it. Okay, now the top, see this one here, I actually did something a little different, and let's try that with the purple one. Let's put another piece of trim maybe up there, and we had the leftover of this, so I could maybe put that just above there. We need to do our circle, but I don't know what to do the circle out of. Oh, you know what? What if we... I'm looking on the sheet. What do we have? Anything pink, white? We don't have anything that's purple. We have this, but it's not really real big. But it might work. So I'm going to put this in my punch just to see how close. Oh, I think we could probably make that work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and punch that because it's going to be easier to do if I don't have the cardboard on it. Okay, and we'll trim it. Okay, so there's a purple one. So now let's see what we can put across. If we put this across, and then we have, oh, that'll be nice, huh? Just like that. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue. I want to glue this onto here first. I want to cut this out. And we'll do the closure just like the one with the brads in it, because that was easier. The grommeted one, I may have to trim this out because I have a little bit of white on here. And then I want to cut another one of these to make backing it thicker. Okay. Okay. I'm going to just trim that. Close enough. And then we're going to go ahead and glue these together, but I want to use art glitter glue. I think I could use that. I think I used that on this one and it looked okay. But let's use the art glitter glue just to be sure. Oh, I think I did use this on that other one. I'd have to play back the tape. That's okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on here. And remember, I trimmed the top one, so I'm going to have to trim the bottom one once we get it lined up. And I have got glue all over my hands. Okay. Okay, and I just want to trim right around the edge so that I don't have that white space. And I think I want to put something on here, but I don't know what yet. I don't know what yet. But we know for sure that we want to put this across here, and so let's distress, and we'll distress our circle as well. Okay, we'll use our art glitter glue. that. I have a smaller punch, but I don't know if it's, let's see. Oh, that might work good. Except I punched too soon. Hold on. I need to be able to see in there. There we go. Oh, we got a little one. Maybe that brad will go right in the middle of there. I don't know if it'll take up too much space, but we'll see. And I just got a piece of paper. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think that'll be all right. And I think we can just go ahead and use our glitter glue here. Oh, there I go. I forgot to distress that. Well, it's real tiny anyways. But let's see if we can distress, because that would really make that stand out more once I get the brad on there. I don't know. Guess it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and distress the outside of this. Get rid of this white edge. Okay. That will go right there. I think that'll be perfect. Okay, so we want to, okay, and what I did is I used my crocodile, and I punched used the small punch. I just used the small punch that of course has paper in it, so that would make it. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we want to kind of punch in the middle of this, give or take somewhere in the middle. Okay, I'm just gonna pull that out. So we have a small hole right in the middle of there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the pink one as well while we're at it. I think where the middle is, sort of somewhere in there. Okay, we got the pink one. And then we need to get brads. And where do I have those? I don't have any small ones, so I'll just use what I have, right? It's a create with me. We need to get creative. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and trying to think if I want to punch that up a little higher, maybe like that, maybe just have the bottom hang over. Let's try that, see if I can see in here. Yep. Okay, I'll put this in here and I'm going to re-punch. I'm going to find that hole and re-punch. I should have punched it right on there, but I didn't think about that. That would be way too easy. And of course I can't see to save my life. I think I got it, something like that. Yep, close enough. It's a little bit off, but I think we're good. Then we're going to go ahead and put our brad in there. Like this. Go ahead and separate it like that. Nice. How pretty. Okay, and let's do our pink one. I should have done this. I don't know if I want to put something on here. Maybe I'll put lace on here or something. Leave this plain. I don't know. Let's see what we have. Yeah, I'm not crazy over the pink stuff that's up, and I don't want to make it the same. So what if, before I put this on, let me look and see if I have a lace that maybe I could just put a row of lace right here and then put this on it. That might be pretty, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and grabbed, I've got this lace, which is pretty bright. I think that might be a little too bright. I have this light pink, which would be pretty, or possibly the cream. So I don't know. As much as I'd like to use the pink, I kind of like the cream. So I'm going to pull them apart and look at them without being on this thing. So I hold it over there. So if I put the cream on there and then put that on, maybe put it up here. Okay, that's what the cream would look like. Let's try the pink and just see. Okay, I think I like the pink. Now everybody's probably screaming cream, but sometimes I shy away from the colors, the colored laces. And so I think that I should put myself out there and do something a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this lace about like here. I just ordered some brand new scissors, some sewing scissors, because I don't know what happened to mine. So let me see where I want. What did I just do with? Oh my heck, there. So if I put that, this has to go up a little higher than there, so I could do it like that, I think. I think that'll work. So I'm going to just have this lace hang off a little bit. So I'm going to fabric. Oh, I could sew it there, couldn't I? I could go right over to the sewing machine and sew that down. Okay, I think that's perfect. So we want to, you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to mark it, but I think I can probably see it. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do it. I can't see it with that little cutout in there. Get. There it goes. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm up high enough. Let's see if we can. Perfect. Oh my gosh, how pretty. Okay, very pretty. I love them. So now we want to get, I want to put something down here, I think. So let's get, could be a butterfly, could be a label. I was making labels myself, and I have these little purple ones. Oh, this one might be cute on there. Or this one might be cute. Kind of covers it up, but it looks cute, huh? Let's see what else we have. I know I did green and blue. I didn't do any pink, so I don't have any pink ones. Let's see what I do have. These are labels that I made myself by using the stamps, Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous label stamp. and then I just stamped other stuff, or in this case, I actually I stamped it onto some purple paper and then glued some stuff on it. I think I like this better down here. I think we should trim it though. I'm going to go ahead and trim it just a hair smaller so it will fit better. Yep, that looks good. And then I think we'll do that. And put this one back in here, and we need something else for here. Let's look at what we have. If we have a small butterfly or something to go there, that would be, here's a purple and pink one. Don't know if I have an all pink. I don't know if this one would, what if I put this here and put the little butterfly like right there? No. Oh, my granddaughter's calling. I'll come right back. Okay, I'm sorry. That was my granddaughter calling. I worry about her. She's out in Utah kind of by herself. I mean, with her kids. So I usually try to take those calls. But she's fine. Yeah, I like it down here. Okay, just checking. You know me, I gotta check. Okay, so let's see what we got. We want to do art glitter glue just because we have these folds in the bag, and I want to make sure that everything sticks pretty well. So I did a video on how I made some labels out of stamps. And then I had asked if anybody had any ideas for how else I could, you know, make them. And I got some pretty good suggestions. The stamps that, or excuse me, the labels that you saw were ones that I did on masterboards, which was one of the ideas, which was way cool. Okay, so we want to maybe put this right here. Okay, and then we need a piece of purple to go around there. This one, oh, you know what we need to do is we need to have some antennae. So let's get some thread to make some faux antennae. And we're going to put this, find out, we're going to put this butterfly like right here, or should we put it maybe like right there? So we want these little faux antennae to go right along here. So I'm going to put a little art glitter glue and this thread that I wound around my fingers. Then we're going to art glitter glue this butterfly. And put that right on there. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need to find some floss, some embroidery floss, because I thought that worked the best in terms of wrapping it around here. I think a ribbon would be too thick, even though that's pretty. I think that would be fairly thick, so let me get some floss. Okay, so we got some pink right there, some bright pink actually. It's so funny, I used to cross stitch, so I had every single DMC colored floss that they made. I was an avid cross stitcher. And, oh, that's pretty. And then as I got older, I couldn't see anymore to do. Cross stitch does, it's small, you know, small pieces. And what the heck? To find where that's coming off of. Anyways, to cross stitch, you have to have, you know, fairly good eyesight or a magnifier or something. And even with a magnifier, it was really putting a strain on my eyes. So although I do some slow stitching or embroidery, cross stitching a big piece is not what I want to do. My daughter-in-law's sister was getting all into cross stitching, so I gave her all of my old floss. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Most of it, I would say. And I just kept like the browns and greens. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And now when I want colors, I have no colors. Because who'd have thunk that I'd be using floss in my journaling like I do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tie this floss around here. I'm going to do a double knot, so I'll do it twice. Okay, there's one. And two. And then we want to wrap it down. Maybe come around this way and wrap one more time. And come around this way and down. Okay, that's quite pretty. So there's our pink one. And now we need a purple. And that might be pretty. I think as much as I like this dark one, I don't know if it seems like it's plum colored. And the light one I like, I think. So let's do the same thing. Let's find the end of it. So we want to tie a double knot around our brad. 1, 2, and then we just want to just wrap it around, go up around, and then when we come back up here, we're just going to go around a couple times like that. Okay, there we go. That's what we got. So we just made some envelopes, some faux envelopes out of packing paper. So these are the two that we did today, and these are the two that I did prior to that. How pretty, huh? If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, please leave them down below. I really love interacting with everybody, and if you'd like to see when I upload the next video, just ring the bell and it will notify you when I upload new content. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to all my past subscribers, my future subscribers. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.